I've done a few artificial, silly interviews in the past, but now I'm moving on. I have discovered within myself the super strong drive to uncover real stories that are not fake. I want to reveal something, show the world something new. I want to create something that could top Netflix's new miniseries on Bill Gates or Shane Dawson's Chuck E. Cheese investigation. It's all fun and games to be silly and to have a silly channel that is so funny and hilarious and the best of its kind until it feels empty, meaningless, not good. I yearn to embark on a journey of investigative journalism where I will write about investigations in my journal and do a really good job. In the wake of my ambitious vision that I dared to dream, I had an epiphany. It just came to me, very easily, without any effort. I didn't work for it at all. It came like writing code came to Steve Jobs, like inventing the light bulb came to Albert Einstein, like the Mona Lisa came to Michelangelo. It was very easy. Hot people. Where do they come from? Are they like us? Do they understand us? Do we know if they are the same species? Do they go to the bathroom? And lots of other questions about hot people. This is my new serious documentary, so buckle up. We're going to find out some facts about hot people. Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today in my first ever serious documentary. For today's episode, I have invited my good friend Bryce Wilcox to come to my home to have a conversation about what it's like to be hot. So please welcome to the documentary, Bryce Wilcox.
Hello.
Thank you, Bryce.
You're
Thanks
welcome.
for being here.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad that you're a hot person that I know who is willing to be a part of this investigation. Bryce, how do you feel right now?
I feel good.
But it is a serious subject.
Right,
So.
of course. I feel very serious.
Good. I want you to feel good, but I want you to be feeling like you are taking this seriously.
Yeah.
All right. Were you born hot? In other words, were you a hot baby?
I wasn't. My father assumed that I was going to be a girl because my parents didn't know when I was being born.
What do you mean they didn't know when you were going to be born?
They didn't know what gender I was going to be.
I wonder if there's any correlation between your parents not finding out the gender while you're in the womb and being hot.
It's very possible.
Yeah, it's a strong lead, something to look into for sure.
We'll jot that down.
When did you know you were hot?
Hot is a very relative term. So
Fascinating.
it's like the phrase beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
No, it's not really. Some people are hot and some people are not.
That depends on what you define as hot then.
There is a definition on Urban Dictionary.
What is that definition?
All right, I am new to journalism and I did not come prepared to answer that question. That is one way I could improve my investigative efforts. Hot, one who is gorgeous, pretty, beautiful, cute, attractive. Okay, this is getting one who you would... I'm just going to show you this because I don't really know if I could say this out loud.
Very PG-13.
Those are rated X.
Yeah.
What effect did you being hot have on your family?
It's a very interesting question that I never thought about before.
Oh, okay.
So
that means I'm doing a good job.
I would say that it has affected my family in a way that is good.
You need some more water? What do you think that you would do if you had a child who was not hot?
That's a tough question.
Yes. You don't want to hate them.
I would not force my coworkers to look at photos of my ugly child.
Oh.
I would breeze past that
Not
phase.
mention the kid?
I would mention him, but I wouldn't just pull out my phone and be like, look at my child.
Because it's ugly. Let me tell you a story. Today I was grocery shopping and there was a kid in a shopping cart. His mom was picking out some fruit. And right as I was passing by, this kid took out a whole bunch of bananas and just threw it out of their cart on the floor.
Oh, naughty.
It was crazy.
What's the moral of the story?
Would your life be worse if you were not hot?
With any sort of good quality, if you didn't have it, then your life would be worse. But also I think that we live in a society that puts a little too much emphasis on how someone looks.
Nah.
No?
I think that looks are the most important thing about a person.
I think that there's a lot more than meets the eye.
That is the influence of Hollywood on you.
I still think that what's inside that counts.
That's okay. I respect your opinion, even though it's wrong. Would your life be better if you were hotter? It's
would it be
a serious
better?
question.
Of course, this is very serious.
Right.
It definitely would.
Good.
Because...
I mean, I'm neutral.
Right.
Go on. I am wondering why being hot is the only thing you care about.
I mean, I don't think it is. I think the main point of beauty in general is that, number one, it depends, on who's looking. Number two, it's, lost my train of thought.
Did you start thinking about how hot you are?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That was my number one.
Yeah, that's
Here we
right.
go. We're on the right track.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Number two, it's what's inside that counts.
What percentage of your thoughts are about how hot you are?
I'd say about a solid 39.5%.
That was what I was suspecting.
Yeah.
About 40% of your brain space is consumed by your own hotness.
Well, nothing else matters, right?
That is fascinating. I just didn't expect to learn this much this fast into my new documentary series. Do you go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I was just in the bathroom.
So that answers that.
Kim Jong-un doesn't.
Do you think that he's hot?
He doesn't go to the bathroom, so...
I don't think he's hot. No one does. And you go to the bathroom and you're hot. So do you have any other hobbies or interests outside of your image?
Yes.
Really?
I mean, I enjoy going to the movies.
This is more complex than I thought it was going to be. I really hate rating people on a scale of 1 to 10. Where would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A solid 6.37.
That is not good.
It's not?
A hot person would definitely be a 7 and above.
Well, who's a 10 then?
You.
Oh, I thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
I'll take it.
That's why I had you on the show. Do you feel like being hot has prevented you from developing other skills, such as personality?
I feel like I have a decent personality.
Do you feel like that's a stereotype you're fighting? Do you think that people see you on the street and assume that you are...
Not funny?
Yeah, like a boring, bland human who has pretty little to offer besides your looks.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
Every day, someone I start speaking to, and
Yeah.
I have a good conversation with them. And
Right.
they're like, oh, wow, so you are a person.
Yeah,
So,
you're fighting that stereotype one conversation at a time.
one at a time.
That's something that I'd really like to do with this documentary is just dispel that myth. Hot people are people too.
Yeah.
And I want to fight for them. For equality for hot people. I mean, maybe 40% of your thoughts are about how hot you are, but, in your case, you still got 60% of your brain to be thinking about other things.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good. Do you think you're hotter than me?
I feel like that's a loaded question.
I'm a journalist, and I'm just trying to find the truth for the people.
There is different kinds of hot.
I'm getting the very strong impression that you are evading the question.
That's just because I think that it's something that can't be decided by...
I can't believe this. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're saying that you're hotter than me?
I mean...
I heard that you love nudes, short for noodles.
Oh.
Is that true?
Yep. In that case, yeah. I love, as you defined them, I love nudes. I think all people enjoy some form of noodle. Or nude. There are many different kinds of noodles. Your regular pasta, ramen, rice noodles, rigatoni, bow-type pasta, elbow pasta, macaroni. Are those considered nudes?
Yeah.
Those are nudes.
All people could love nudes, regardless of being hot.
And I think all people do.
For people who struggle with being not hot, do you have any advice or tips for them to help them be hotter?
The thing is a lot of it is genetics.
Yeah, you're right.
What I'm going to say...
There's nothing you can do.
No, what I'm going to say
You're
is...
just screwed.
That I think that first you need to focus on what you love about yourself on the inside.
How would that make you hot?
If you love what's on the inside, then you'll just kind of exude this confidence. I think a lot of people find that attractive.
That's a good point.
If you are self-confident, you will exude a lot of the qualities desired by the world in terms of hotness.
I'm gonna push back a little. None of that is true.
None of it?
What you touched on at the beginning, it's all genetics. Do you feel like your life is drastically different from someone's who is not a hot person?
There are lots of hotter people that are in worse conditions and vice versa.
I'm confused.
Take who's someone who's not hot?
I'll let you say that to the camera.
Warren Buffett.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Those people are well off.
No matter how much money you have and power, if you're not hot, you will never be happy.
Well, can't money buy hotness?
Oh, because like Kylie Jenner. I think that we can wrap this up. I've learned a lot about the world of hot people today.
That's what's inside that counts.
That's not what I learned. Bryce, I want to say thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
I'm really excited for this documentary. I think we could learn a lot about hot people and the benefits and advantages that they have over the rest of us. This has been the first installment of the very serious documentary about hot people. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to learn more about hot people and the lives that they lead, please make sure to like this video and to subscribe and to leave a comment about
who your favorite hot person is.
Who your favorite hot person is. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll be back another time with more information about hot people.